score here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hill on the return. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Yellow. Arsenal 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Room here to run. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes flushed to, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All day, dog.
From the 39, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Ready!
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. On the keeper, it's Breeze. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
We got this. Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Breeze. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Breeze. He finds Latavius Murray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Breeze now. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, it's Kamara. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Brees going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Bravo.
So here we go on fourth down with Brees. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Williams. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
54. Mike, 54. I'm out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Toward the pylon, caught. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Brees. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
56. Hey, Alpha. 56. Guys, it's game.
They do go for it. It's Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Brees now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Buzz.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? Yellow lady. 0-2. You. Mike 56. Hey, Haywood. I'm coming for you, son. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook.
That's it, baby.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Break it down. X3. 218.
Breeze to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here I come. Hey, Delta. Mike 56.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Alert flare.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill. Let's get
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, echo.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for him today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Watch 15. Deuce.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Breeze going to go on fourth down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes wide open as Watkins. He's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I got you.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Yellow, 147.
In your face.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
On first down, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
You're not ready.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Running with Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Come on. Ready. You ready?
Now Brees on third down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up fourth down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Sunday. Hey, 57. Watch the safety creep.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes flushed out right. That one complete to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Ready. Yellow waiting. I'm going to come back to you. Check. 12. No, this is it.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
56. Check 56. Check pass. Check pass.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll run it with Kamara. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They run it again with Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Breeze now. And that is incomplete. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready? 6, right there, 56.
I'm scared.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Here's Breeze.
Get ready.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go, D.
56 is the mic.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
I'm coming.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. We're back now in KC. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he can put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
11. 56.
Breeze going to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
I'm coming.
On the ground, Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Yellow waiting.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 21 yards away, and the Saints get a bit closer. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They complete it to Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mike 56, Mike 56. It's our time. It's our time.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? and the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Kamara, and an alley to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey!
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the edge.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check 56. Hey, come on now, come on now.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to...
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Keep playing.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes firing complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Yellow. You
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go, 180. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it with Williams. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back to throw, Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Williams. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 24 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. Past the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know you felt that.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Ficken's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
54's Mike. Taylor, 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to...
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Scene 6. Right there. Right there.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Watkins, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Watch that. Hey, 15. Hey, 57 colors.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Come on out here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Yellow.
Hey, defense, let's go.
43.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Yellow.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Check. Watch.
Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Now Kansas City touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And it's caught by Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. A first down throw, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold caught here by Bell. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, 3. Quick the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Chris Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Chris Jones, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold, they'll roll him out into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's into the clear. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Darnold. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check your hot read. Go, lady.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 4th down, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Every time, fellas. I'm going to score.
Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Darnold. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They should have known, baby.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky.